Hey, what's up, guys? Apollo Chia here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Taught by Jiraya Everything? And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, today will be the first gameplay video of the story mode of GTA 5 on my other channel, the gaming channel. Yeah, just stay tuned for that. I'm super hyped and scared for this as well because I do not know how I will, play and all. Let's just see what happens, okay? I will improve my editing and all that work as we go along in the future on my gaming channel as well. As of now, I only know the basics, so I hope that it will suffice to you. Other than that, yeah, a horror story will be up as well on my Apollo Horror Stories channel as well today. Now, enough yip yapping, and without further ado, let's begin. Oh yeah, I remember. Greater 999. I apologize, my dude. I searched up the SCP-001, I guess. Yeah. And there are multiple SCPs there, and I do not know which one were you talking about. So yeah, if you can specify it in the comments, I will upload that video as well. Now, in the meantime, please enjoy this idea. And yeah, let's begin with our story. Our story begins at the Valley of the End, as we see Naruto Uzumaki, age 13, Garin of Konoha, bent on one of his knees, bending heavily on Hashirama Senju's head, as on the other side on Madara Uchiha's head was Satsuki Uchiha, the last loyal princess of Uchiha of the Uchiha clan from Konoha. Naruto was here to bring her back to the village because she deserted it, but she didn't want to go back because she wanted to avenge her clan who died at the hands of her older sister, Inami Uchiha. As Naruto said, "Please, Satsuki, I can understand your pain, but you have to find another way. This is not the right path. This is not what your parents would have wanted. You do not know anything, Naruto," Satsuki said with cold eyes. "You don't know anything about me, or my history, nor my parents. You didn't have any to begin with." As Naruto's eyes widened, "How can you understand what I'm going through? Having your family at one moment, everything you could imagine, and then losing it. How can you imagine that and say that we are on the same boat when you didn't have anything to begin with?" As Satsuki then turned, as Naruto didn't have any willpower left because of the hurtful words that he thought of as a secret crush said to him, as the wounds that were implied on him didn't matter anymore, as he closed his eyes and lay there. As Satsuki left, as suddenly Naruto woke up, as he saw that his sensei, Kakashi Hatake, was carrying him. "Hold on, Naruto-kun," said Kakashi, as she was carrying him at high speed back to her village. As soon as they arrived at the gates, they saw that their other teammates, Tsunade Senju and Sakura Haruno, were waiting. "Sensei, what happened to Naruto?" "He's been hurt, Sakura." "Okage-sama, can you?" "I will. Anbu, bring him to the hospital, now." "I want a full report, Kakashi. What happened?" I'm afraid I cannot give you any report. I arrived too late." As after that, Kakashi looked down as Tsunade left. As Sakura then asked, "Sensei, Satsuki, she's left, Sakura. She's the one who did this to Naruto." As Sakura's eyes widened, and then tears welled up in her eyes as she started to cry as well. As we go towards Tsunade and Shizune, who were operating on Naruto, trying to close his wounds. "Sensei, we're losing him. We have to do something fast." "I know. Shock therapy. Charge electric chakra. Ready? 1, 2, 3, clear!" As Naruto's body hummed on the air from the electric charge discharged, as Naruto's heart started to beat again. It went flatline again. "Sensei, we have to do something." As they did this again and again, Naruto's heart stopped 3 times that day, but at the end, he was able to live. As after 8 hours of operating on Naruto, Tsunade and Shizune was out of the operating room. As Jiraiya was standing there with Kakashi and Sakura. "How is he?" Jiraiya asked. "He's okay." "Tsunade, are you out of your mind?" What made you think that it will be good to send Ganins after a deserted Ganin who is with Orochimaru? I I thought they could be able to persuade her, but they weren't, and he got hurt in process. I know, I'm sorry, Jiraiya. As Jiraiya went past by her, he was suffering as well, because he trusted too much in Tsunade and her judgment. But it seemed to fail. She still was a weak-willed woman, even though he thought that she might have changed. As he went inside, as Tsunade started to cry, "It's alright, Tsunade-sama. Jiraiya-sama is just... Yeah, I know, he's sad. He will let it go later on. But he has to remember that he's my grandson as well. You cannot reveal that to him, right?" "Yes, I know. But when I found out that he's my grandson and Jiraiya's, I just couldn't. I just couldn't bear to see him like this. I want to pull him out of the shinobi program, Kakashi. No, Minato-sensei, I don't care what Minato would have wanted. He's not here anymore. I am." "With all due respect, Hokage-sama," Kakashi said, looking at her Kage with her black cold eye, "you were not here in the early stages. I saw him. I protected him, putting my life on the line from the civilians, from the council, and everything. And he wanted to become a shinobi. Even the Sandam Hokage, before he died, knew that Naruto wanted to become a Hokage. And that is the reason he brought you here as well. Because he saw great things in you. You cannot be seen like this in front of him. I have to leave now. I have to clear my mind," Kakashi said as she left. "We have ascension. Tsunade-sama." Tsunade looked at Sakura as her pink hair had blocked her eyes. "I want to train. I will be the one who bring her down this time, so no one else could get hurt. I saw what Naruto went through. I don't want anyone else to went through the same thing. How are the others? They have been treated well since yesterday, but Naruto was not retrieved. He was retrieved today, and that is why his injuries were more severe. God knows how longer he was there hanging on. We lost him 3 times, Sakura. Do you have the willpower to continue on, knowing that your teammates might die, and if you make any wrong judgment, in that nick of time, they will lose their life by your hands?" I'm ready, Sensei." "Good. Then come here tomorrow, Shizune, and roll her in." "Hi, Tsunade-sama." As Tsunade left to her office. As we go towards Naruto's room to see that Naruto woke up. Where? "Here, glass of water, kid," said Jiraiya. Jiraiya... Arasanin. "Yeah, Arasanin here. Listen, Naruto. I was thinking... Why are you thinking, Jiraiya? Do you think this is the end of the world or something?" "Very funny, kid. Listen, it's not time to joke around. I want to ask you one thing. Do you still want to go after her and bring her back?" "I promised Sakura I would." "Listen, kid, you have to forget about that promise." "But why?" "I promised something similar to my sensei, that I will bring back Orochimaru, bring him to justice, and maybe we can be back to Team 7, or as the legendary 3 Sanins again. And look where it brought me. I'm still trying, and half of my life is over already. I wasted 30 years, kid, and I don't want you to waste the same age as me for a promise that will never be fulfilled. Those who are engulfed by darkness, Naruto, cannot be retrieved back to light. You're wrong. She was pushed there by her sister, but I can bring her out. Listen, Naruto. A group of Konoichis are after you. They're known as Akatsuki. Alright? I don't want you to get hurt by them or captured by them because they are after the Kyuubi. I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. They're going to go after the other Bijus and Jinchurikis as well, and you're on their target list as well. I want to train you to be prepared when the time comes, so you can hold them off long enough so we can get there to help you, or can beat them on your own. And for that, you have to forget about your promise for now on, so you can focus on your survival. I don't want to survive. If I die as a shinobi, I die. Listen to me, Naruto. It is not as similar to that. If you die, millions and millions upon shinobis will die as well with you. What do you think will happen when the group of those organization of Konoichis will get all the 9 Bijus? They're going to do something big, Naruto. They're going to overthrow war and chaos over the world, and many will be left orphans like you. Many of them will be without parents, infants, kids. Do you want that to happen? Do you want many of them to suffer the same fate as Satsuki, turning to darkness? As Naruto looked down. But I can't just leave her alone like this. Naruto, I'm not asking you to leave her alone. Along the way, if God wants you to, maybe you can save her, but you have to train, Naruto. You have to become strong. You know that it's not possible if you don't train. So what do you have in mind, Sanin? Good. Do you agree with me? Yes. But what do you have in mind? I'm not going to be training here. Nobody ever taught me anything. I know, kid. It was a bad judgment part on Sensei's part, but I promise you I will teach you everything that you deserve to know. By everything, I mean everything that I know and that fourth Hokage knew, my previous student. Really? Yes, Naruto. I will. Jiraiya said with all seriousness. As Naruto then smiled and looked away. He could have sworn that he saw a lecherous grin in Jiraiya's face, but he never thought about it because this was a serious heart-to-heart moment between them. He forgot that Jiraiya was the biggest pervert that the world has ever seen. Good, Jiraiya said with a smile, going back to his happy-go-lucky attitude. Glad you're alive, kiddo, and kick in. So, first thing first, I gotta go ask Tsunade and make her agree to this. Will it be that simple? Will she? Yeah, piece of cake. No. But why, Hime? Jiraiya said as we see him, Naruto, and Tsunade standing in her office, with Kakashi on one side with Sakura and Shizune. See? Told you she won't agree. Oh, come on, kid, you're not helping. Listen, Tsunade, I have to take him. As Tsunade looked at Jiraiya with critical eye, if you turn him into a pervert, there is another thing coming at you. As Jiraiya then grinned, I won't. Cross my heart and fingers to die. You know, it's the other way around, Jiraiya. Yeah, whatever. You even said the quote wrong. Yeah, whatever I said, kid. Bite me. As Naruto bit Jiraiya's hand. Ow! Are you a dog or something? I was just kidding. You said so. As Tsunade then smirked. Good. Now, Naruto, I want you to promise me one thing. What is it, Bachan? Are you not going to stop calling me that? Nope. Fine, whatever. I want you to not learn this idiot's behavior and whatever he teaches you aside from training. Okay, I guess I'll try. No! You'll ruin the fun. If this is how you want, I don't want to train him. Wait, what? You just said so much nice stuff back there in the room. As you rap out it. Fine, I guess you can train him, but don't turn him into a pervert. No promises, Hime, Jiraiya said as both of them poofed away in the smoke. Jiraiya! She said, breaking the table. As we see Naruto and Jiraiya, after half an hour, traveling away from Konoha walls. Let the journey begin, kid. You will learn a lot of stuff when traveling. Time skip. 5 years later. That is how long Naruto and Jiraiya went, and Akatsuki had gone silent. At that moment, they were not making any movement at all. As we see Naruto returning back with Jiraiya. Naruto had grown up at 6 feet, towering even Jiraiya. His build was that of like Goku, and like muscle mass and all that. And he was wearing the clothes that we wear while practicing, karates and all that, martial arts. Yeah, similar clothing, but without any arms, sleeveless. It was black clothing with orange lining in it. Naruto still wore orange, but these were the clothing that he chose while traveling and using all he had learned. He was also wearing a pouch on his leg, which holstered his kunai shurikens and scrolls. As he was wearing leaf headband on his left arm bicep. Naruto's hair has grown as well. It was flowing behind him wildly, as it was free. As wherever they went, heads would turn, as Jiraiya had made Naruto into the perfect Sigma male that walked on the planet alongside with a Giga Chad. Naruto was the walking being now that even made Giga Chad blush, and that is just an understatement. As we see Naruto and Jiraiya entering the Konoha walls, as they went inside Konoha now, as suddenly everyone stopped and looked at them, as Naruto was walking, as jaws were hung, as Naruto and Jiraiya looked at each other, as Jiraiya chuckled. You still give that reaction to everyone, Naruto. Don't remind me, Jiraiya, Naruto said in a gruff voice. Oi, kiddo, you just forgot that I'm still your sensei and whoop your ass. Yes, he's the man who I beat twice tomorrow. Oi. If you became stronger than your sensei, at least give some credit and respect to your sensei who taught you this stuff. You have my gratitude and respect, Jiraiya. But as you said, we're equals now. If you want me to, I can still go and call you a Sanin. You will not stop calling me that, would you? Nope, never. As Jiraiya chuckled. Go ahead, kid. Greet your village, if you want to. Nah, I'll go greet the granny first. Whoa, they really made her face there, huh? It's been a long time since I'm back at village. Many things changed, and yet it is still the same. It's quite nostalgic. Yeah, that it is, kid. That it is. As after half an hour of traveling and turning every female's head towards Naruto, who was blushing and almost passing out with nosebleed, Naruto and Jiraiya arrived at the Hokage Tower. Even the Anbus who were there watching Naruto's side were passing out due to the blood lost. As Naruto entered, as Tsunade looked at him, wait, Naruto? Hey Bachan, I guess you still remember me. As Tsunade jumped and hugged Naruto. I missed you so much. You said 3 years. Why take 2 more? Well, we took a detour and had some extra training and curriculum to finish. Jiraiya, did you? No, the kid is a natural, as Jiraiya was punched straight throughout the village. Damn, that's a new record. Don't remind me. Naruto, have you become a... No, I swear I'm not. I at least am not bad as him. As Naruto towered over Naruto, Naruto was now sweating. What do you mean by that? See these rings Naruto brought out, as his pouch was filled with rings. These are the proposals that I got from women from all over the elemental nations. What the hell? Who does these rings belong to? Right now, Naruto, any moment, I want to hear Kuretsuchi from Iwagakure, the granddaughter of Tsuchikage, Samui and Yushito Ni from Kumo, and Mei Terumi from Kirigakure, and from Sunagakure, Tamari and Bakura. How many women are there that are in love with you? Well, I don't know. I don't remember. As Shizune entered then. Tsunade-sama, something weird is happening out in the village. What? Every woman is passing out with nosebleed, and some of the Anbus are as well. I have the reason right here, as Shizune looked at Naruto and passed out as well. As then Sakura came. Wait, Shizune, what happened? Sakura? Wait, that voice. Naruto? Is that, whoa, is that you? Damn, girl. Wait, I thought I got rid of you, said Sakura to inner Sakura, who said these words. I was dormant, because I didn't have anything to do. But damn, you were missing on this much talk about glow up. From a scrawny kid to a hunking muscle of junk. Me likey. No. We are lesbians, straight as that. That is not straight, honey. That is straight, said the inner Sakura, pointing towards Naruto. Whatever. It's good to meet you, Naruto. Good to see you too, Sakura. Wow, you look pretty. With short hair. And you've grown up. Where's Kakashi-sensei? She's here as well. Yo, Naruto. said Kakashi, trying to maintain her composure. Here you go, Kakashi sensei. I brought this specially for you. These are the two books that I wrote. The Erotic Hero. Damn, my favorite new series from Icha. Astra finally wait, Kakashi, how could you betray me like that? I thought you were my biggest fan. I still am, Jiraiya sensei, but not over here writes some good books as well. And I'm the biggest fan of these books. Yeah, unlike your mindless porn and sex, they have at least some storyline that we can understand and love. Wow, I didn't know my books have that much impact. See, I told you storyline is important than all that porn and sex. Why should we bother with that? We should get to the good part, said Jiraiya, and he was punched again, but this time by Shizune. I'm sorry, I was bothered by him. Good riddance. As Naruto blushed, and sweat dropped at the thought of him being alone with the women. Can I go outside now? I want to see and meet my other friends. Yes, Naruto, you and Sakura can leave. As Shizune said, he turned from a scrawny kid to a hot hunk of guy. What? What did you say about my grandson? He doesn't know yet, and he's fair game. You wouldn't dare, Shizune. Oh, I would, said Shizune as she dashed. Shizune! Damn, I have to save him from hussies as well. Kushina, I swear you left me with a damn perverted boy. I shouldn't have trusted Jiraiya with this boy. But Minato was able to come out peacefully. Well, that was because he was a good kid. And what's this about him being our son? How do you know about this? Jiraiya got serious. I heard a rumor, and I did some investigation, and I found clues. I wanted to confirm this. Is Minato our son? Yes, I had Sensei help me out to hide him. I didn't want anything to happen to him. At the time, I lost Don, and I didn't want to lose him because I thought whoever I was around with is cursed to die, so I left. And after that, Minato passed away. I just couldn't go back. I didn't know Naruto was alive until you brought him and told me whose son he was. And that is the only reason I agreed to come back. Wait, you mean you already agreed? Yeah, but I had to teach him a lesson. I mean, he had Kushina's motor mouth, so I had to put him in place. You two really are grandson and grandmother. So could be said for you, grandfather. Yeah, wait. If Minato is my son, then he's... Yes. Damn it. I'm not a good role model. I was absent from his life. Even being the godfather I was supposed to be, I was absent. I was afraid, as you said. Shit. If we tell him, would he? I highly doubt it. But Jiraiya, do tell me. The Katsuki, I heard they have gone silent for 2 years. Are they? Well, the funny thing is, they're not anymore. One member has escaped, though. Who? Zetsu. Madara is killed, Zetsu escaped, and the rest of the Akatsuki, which consisted of the Konoichis, well, they fell in love with him. They came to get after him because they knew that he was getting stronger, but it was the other way around. They returned back to their villages, respectively, and, well, joined the forces again. You mean the Akatsuki is disbanded? Yes. And we have an alliance with Amegakure now. You mean the head of the Akatsuki leader? Yes. Her name is Nagunato. Nagunato? Yeah, she's like to be called Nato for short. Oh, okay. And she's a Nuzumaki. And her other, general is Conan, the Paper Angel. I see. The rest, we have met them, and I talked with them. And Naruto brought peace without any war or lifting a finger. And he went with other elemental nations and brought friendship and happiness from them as well. Isn't it good, Hime? He's fulfilling the dream of his father and mother. But Jiraiya, you know that he will not stop. His main goal is to go after Sasuke. I know, and that is what I worry about. I have wasted 30 years of my life to go after Orochimaru, and nothing came out of it. I don't want him to waste the same life force on Satsuki because she is now completely engulfed in darkness. Wait, that reminds me. Inami was also there in the Karski. What happened to... I'm here, Hokage-sama, said Inami. Inami Uchiha, you are not under arrest, said Jiraya. What? But why, Jiraya? She's the reason that all of the Uchiha clan were planning a coup. I knew about this. I was the one who broke the news to the Hokage. It was kept a secret. Danzo, Sensei, and I only knew. Yes, I knew my sister will take such drastic steps and harm Naruto-kun. For that I cannot forgive her, said Inami as her eyes twirled into the Mangekyo Sharingan. Wow, two sisters fighting over the love of Naruto. That's a nice book. As Naruto arrived back. I'm sorry, I forgot about Inami-chan. Inami-chan, would you like to... Yes, Naruto-kun, said Inami, calming down and smiling, as she changed into a civilian as both of them left. As Naruto spent time with Inami after that, they went to Ichiraku's, as Sakura was going to gather friends as well. As we see Sakura gathering around Kiba and the rest of the gang, and now all that was left was to gather Ino at the Team 7 ground. She went towards Ino's house, and, well, Ino was super hyped. Nay, Sakura, do you know about some dude that entered our village that is extremely hot? Calm down, Ino. You know him pretty much well, from the childhood. Wait, what? I have never seen him before. If I have, I would have remembered. Trust me, you know. Just come to the training ground 7. He will be there in half an hour. Okay, I guess. As Sakura and Ino departed, as everyone was there, Neji, Hinata, and Shikamaru, Choji, Kiba, and the rest of the Konoha 12. As Sakura and Ino also arrived there. As Naruto arrived, hey everyone, it's so nice to meet you all. Finally, after such long time. Who are you? What a drag, you troublesome blonde. How have you been? Said Shikamaru. Wait, blonde? 3 whisker marks, blue eyes. Naruto? Wait, how did you turn from the scrawny kid to this big? Said Tenten. And strong. Are you strong? Yeah, I guess I am. How have you been, everyone? Yeah, we've been good, Naruto. And it seems life has been treating you well. Yeah, it has been. So, any news? Yeah, I have to go after 2 persons. One you guys know pretty much well, and the other one is Zetsu. Do you really have to go after her? Said Neji. What do you mean by that, Neji? Naruto asked, confused. She hurted us, Naruto. She deserted our village, and she's a traitor. You know that she might get executed once she's brought back. I know, but I will request Bachan not to. Naruto, it doesn't work like that. There are some rules in the village that everyone has to follow. Not they can be banned for the even Kage. I know, Neji, but I have to. She's the last Uchiha, I mean. As Naruto felt a pinch, as Naruto chuckled. Well, not likely last Uchiha, but she is was loyal Uchiha to the village. As Naruto felt a pinch again. It was Inami who was pinching him through genjutsu. From far away, as 2 red eyes were glaring and digging holes into his back. As Naruto chuckled nervously. As after having a reunion, they partied and Naruto returned back to his apartment to see that Sasuke was there, as well as, well, Hinata, and Ino and Sakura. Can I help you 3? I mean, what is wrong with us 3? Said Sakura. Why is she here then? And who is she even? Ino asked. Yes, I would like to know as well. I guess so. Inami Uchiha. Meet everyone. Meet Inami Uchiha, Sasuke's older sister. Naruto, how could you bring her back? She's the reason that Sasuke is gone. No, she's not. She doesn't know the whole truth. Everyone doesn't know. I will reveal to you a secret that you must not reveal to anyone. You have to promise. Okay? We trust you, Naruto. It's just that it's her we don't trust. I trust her. Do you guys trust me, right? Yes. As Inami casted a genjutsu on everyone and showed them what happened. As after everything ended, they were crying. You suffered enough, and you made the greatest sacrifice for our village. Yes, that is why Inami is the true hero here. the no-named hero who was named and blamed and labeled as a traitor by the same village that she sacrificed everything to save. Her life, her family, and her own self. As Naruto hugged her, as the three girls flinched, and I will be the one who will be by her side and protect her. As the three of the girls looked down and left. As they were leaving, Ino had an idea and she smiled. Why are you smiling, Ino? Can't you see that we're in a bad mood? Ino is up to something, Sakura. Maybe we should listen. Naruto is the Uzumaki clan here, and my father told me that Uzumaki was a prominent clan, and Naruto must be put into CRA then. Then what are you getting at? I don't get it. As Hinata blast away. Wait, I'm being left out again. Tell me, please. You dumb bitch. That means we get to share him. Who you calling bitch, you bimbo? You idiot, because you didn't get it, and you were the smartest one out of all of us. As the three of them dashed towards the Hokage office then, as the door busted open to see that Tsunade was there. What do you want? I want Naruto Uzumaki to be placed under CRA. For what reason? Tsunade asked. As Ino gulped, well, he's from the Uzumaki clan, and they were our allies and prominent clan who had their own village to their names. And he's their last living descendant, so he must be placed under CRA. You're not wrong. I'll talk to the council about this. As the three of them left. Fuck. How did they figure that out? If they have, then the council might have as well. As the council meeting was called, half an hour later, as the whole council was sitting there. Why have you called this council? Well, it is regarding Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze's Senju. As there was an uproar. What do you mean? We know that he was a Namikaze, but Senju? How is this possible? He's my grandson, and Jiraya's. As everyone's jaws dropped. That means that Minato's. Yes, Dranzo said. I can confirm that. Minato was her and Jiraya's son that they had after Don died. Yeah. I'm not proud of what we did, but I'm glad that I had a son and a legacy to carry out the Senju name. And it lived up to that, as everyone remembered Minato and smiled. And that means that Naruto is, yes, he's the heir to 3 clans. Uzumaki from his mother's side, from his father, the Namikaze, and from me, the Senju. As well as from his father. As almost instantly everyone yelled that CRA should be placed on Naruto, as Danzo nodded. It should be. As the whole council agreed that the Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Senju should be placed in council. As this was going on, we go towards Orochimaru's lair, as Kabuto informed Orochimaru and Sasuke something. My oh my, what interesting turns of events. The Akatsuki are not a bother anymore. It seems your friend Naruto has been working overtime and getting women left and right. As Sasuke's eyes glowed red in the darkness, she unsheathed her katana and gripped it hard and cut it Orochimaru and Kabuto's neck, as she then caused havoc and killed everyone there. How could he? She said, as she was standing covered in blood of Orochimaru and everyone else. As she destroyed everything with the kitten, there was nothing more than a crater left there, as she dashed away from there, going after Naruto for betraying her, quote-unquote, in her own mind. Because if she can't have him, then nobody can else. She didn't know where she was going, but she was headed towards Konoha, that was for sure. As it was nighttime, we see Naruto resting inside his apartment. 1 week later on in the night, as suddenly he sensed something, as 2 red eyes were looking at him, as suddenly a young woman, similar to his age, appeared. And then, with a single blow, he was knocked out because he was off guard, because he knew who he was. As the next thing he knew, he was in an abandoned factory, tied down to a chair with chains with rust. As Naruto looked at her, where? It's been a long time, Dobe. Satsuki, what do you want? You left everything behind. Why are you back? Because of you. You betrayed me. You betrayed my trust. What kind of trust are you talking about? You were the one who betrayed me. Everything we stood for, you betrayed. That is where you're wrong, Dobe. You confessed your love to me in your sleep, and I accepted. I thought you were woke at the time, but The way you acted, I knew you were awake, but I guess I was wrong. You have broken my trust. What are you talking about and babbling about? I don't understand anything. When we were at the land of waves, I came to your room and I saw you closed with closed eyes and you yelled out, Sasuke, I love you. And this is how you repay me? I accepted your proposal, but the next day you didn't even talk about. I was angry and mad at you, but you didn't even bother because I had to focus and you had your own thing going on. Tell me, who is she so I can kill her in front of you? And then you will die, knowing that I was the one who killed your love because you were the one who murdered my feelings for everything. It was me, said a voice of a woman. The Sasuke turned around with cold hatred in her eyes. Her? It should have been anyone else but her. She's a murderer, Naruto, and you know what she did to me, and yet you... How could you? How could you? She said as she slashed down her sword downwards, but Inami was in front of Naruto as she blocked the strike and threw her sword away. As her Sharingan blazed to life. Listen to me, foolish little sister. As everything was shown to Satsuki in the Genjutsu, as Sasuke was on her knees. What was I about to do? Naruto broke the chains and hugged both of them. It's alright. Now everything is going to be okay. I'm sure of it. Everything will be fine. You don't have to worry about anything else now. Just calm down and stay. As after that is what Satsuki and Inami and Naruto talked about for the rest of the night. The next morning, Inami's and Satsuki's arrival back to Konoha was announced, and everyone was told that Inami and Satsuki was sent on a mission to destroy Katsuki and as well as Orochimaru, and they have succeeded. And after that, Naruto's whole heritage was revealed, and revealed that he was under CRA. And Naruto had to marry many women after that, as Jiraiya was the most happiest person and the jealous person at his wedding day 1 year later in the future. As we see Naruto standing there in an aisle with many different women, Konan, Nato, as well as the rest of the Katsuki females, as well as the Yuki Kingdom's daimyo, and the other Konoichis from different villages, as well as Tsunade was also happy, but she was quite mad as Shizune because she was also joining the band. In total, Naruto married over 20 women that day. And fast forward 5 years later, Naruto, Senju, Uzumaki, and Namikaze clan had grown up to from 21 people to over 35 or something, because almost all of the women had children by the time now, and everyone was happy. Alongside them, many Genkais and the clans were also born, and amongst them was one child who could use Mokutan as well as Water Beast. Naruto named them Hashirama and Tobirama as well, in honor of the first and the second Hokage, and one of the children, Madara, from Inami. And the other one was named Obito. As everyone was happy, but one thing was missing: Zetsu. Naruto forgot about him. He invaded everything and raided everything. Naruto almost lost everything because of Zetsu and his armies of Zetsus. But Naruto, with the help of Kurama and every other Biju, took him down and destroyed him. Nothing was left of him. Everything was finally over. The 5 villages were united to fight against the Zetsu and his armies, and they were successful, and left a message for any Otsutsuki's or Zetsu to come in the future, that they are all together and strong, and they will defeat everyone and anyone who stand against their peace and faith. And that is how they continue on to live, with peace and protection with one another. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. I know this is quite a short one, but yeah, I have been having technical difficulties with my software in which I record usually, so yeah, I hope you don't mind, and yeah, enjoy this one. This is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.